originally I'm from Nigeria, and it's not really an interview-based background. It's more like an exam. You get 70%, you move on, that's it. But I mean, having to now do interviews was very different for me. So I would say my background, I had pretty much no significant interview knowledge. I didn't really know much about interviews. And I had to start from the scratch, knowing what is it I'm supposed to say that is going to make somebody remember me or, give me good points. The very first day, I mean, I know that the best thing to do, just put yourself out there. But the very first day was, I was asked a question I wasn't prepared for. I was thrown aback, but I somehow was able to answer that question. I think it just gave me that motivation, that look. So I think the first part was, just being willing to come out there and say, look, this is who I am. I'm ready to answer any questions. I'm ready for people to give me feedback. Being open to not criticism, but being open to feedback generally, and having making sure that I can make adjustments based on that. I mean, there's always that level of apprehension you always get, no matter how prepared you are. But I would say, the fact that I put myself out there, I had a few sessions with you. I think all those just kind of like made me relax, because initially I was like, there's no way I'm getting into this. I mean, like, there's absolutely no way. I mean, like, look at the number of people, look at the number of slots, look at the number of CVs. But after going through all, the entire process, I think I became a little bit more relaxed. I was more comfortable. I was not as apprehensive as I was initially. I think I got a lot of motivation from the course. I was very confident that, I've gone through this, I've had sessions, I've put myself out there. So I was quite confident that, it wasn't going to go haywire. It wasn't going to go like off the hooks. It was going to be at least basic and stable for me. Yeah, it means a lot, because I mean, it wasn't just about getting a place, it was also getting my first choice, which was very, very important. I mean, like, obviously, where you're choosing your preference, you have to think about things like family, school, and things like that. I had to put all that into consideration. So getting exactly what I wanted was just amazing. I mean, it's offered a lot of stability to the family. So I was quite excited about that. The community is really, really wonderful. I think that's a very, very major place where people get to connect, and then afterwards, we still chat about the interviews. It's something really, really lovely. It helps us connect to, we form friendships that will last even outside of this interview and this preparation. So I think it's absolutely amazing. It's really, really wonderful. And I think you should really keep it up. I think the TESAS course is a very, very wonderful course. And these are my 3 points why I believe it's very wonderful. And the one, I think your wealth of knowledge, makes it quite easy. I mean, you're talking from a lot of experience. This is not just somebody who has just come up with a course because, I just want to do something. There's a lot of wealth of experience in this. So you have a basic idea of what is expected from every candidate. And number 2 is that the fact that you're bringing a lot of people together, and then we are all in kind of unison, you're listening to people, you're bringing out your own ideas, you're coming out, talking about your own mistakes and things that you're concerned about. I think that community, it's very, very wonderful, because, I mean, in the community, we made a lot of friends, we connected with a lot of people. And then the third part is the fact that it's all encompassing. So bringing in people who talk to us about our mental preparation, our psyche, all those other aspects generally, are all very, very helpful. So I think basically the course is really, really wonderful. I don't think there's any course anywhere. I've asked around. I don't think there's any course anywhere for grid interviews specifically. At least I've experienced that. I don't think there's any course anywhere that compares.